Hi, Jamie. I'm Stephanie. I'm the business manager here. May I join you?
Yes, thank you. Of course.
How are you doing today?
Great. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. So I have 3 responsibilities here at the dealership. One is to review and complete your paperwork. Secondly, to assist you in your funding needs. And third, to get you out of here as quickly as possible. May I begin?
Of course.
So for titling purposes, is this the correct spelling of your name? Johnsson?
Correct.
And your address, 153 Main Avenue, College Point, New York, 11356?
Correct.
And I see here that you're purchasing a 22 Kia Sorento EX Black with 12 miles on it.
Correct.
And you're trading in a 2018 Toyota Camry. And your payoff, $9,597. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did you verify that or did your salesperson?
I verified that.
Okay. And do you have any service or maintenance contracts that need to be canceled on that?
Yes, I do actually.
All right, so we'll take care of that.
Great.
And I see, is your insurance company still JMFE Insurance?
Yes.
All right, and you contacted them already?
Mm-hmm.
And you have full coverage?
Yes, I do.
All right, do you remember your deductible?
Yes, 500.
500, okay. Well, these are the figures that you've agreed to. And I see you have a down payment of $3,000, leaving you with an unpaid balance of here.
Hmm?
All right? All right, and the next couple of questions I have are pertaining to your credit. Are you okay discussing that here, or would you like to go into the business office?
We can do this here.
Okay. So I'm going to review your credit application, but first, did you complete this or did your salesperson?
We did it together.
Okay, so I just want to verify some information. I do see that you're a maintenance tech at Pinnacle Corporation, is that correct?
Yes.
And you have an annual income of $52,500?
Correct.
And do you know if this is before taxes?
Yes, it's before taxes.
All right, and any additional income?
Nope, that's it.
No? Okay. So, before reviewing your credit report, would you say that you have good credit, bad credit, somewhere in between?
Probably somewhere in between.
And what makes you say that?
There's some time in the middle of COVID where I was unable to make some payments due to being between jobs, and also, I was buying my son some birthday gifts.
Okay, all right, yeah. So in reviewing your credit, I did see that with Toyota Motor Credit, you did miss 4 payments. You were about past 30 days late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you explain that?
Yeah, it was that time, but I was really like 32, 33 days late, so nothing too crazy.
All right, but you're all up to date now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and then you have the documentation to prove it?
I do.
All right, great. So I think I have all the information that I need to get your paperwork started. Are you familiar with the iPad?
I am.
All right, so I just have this short survey for you to complete. Take about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'll get you out of here as soon as possible, okay?
Great.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, Jamie. Thanks
Hi.
for your patience. How are you?
Great.
Everything good?
All good.
You excited?
I am.
All right, so I did notice that you were quoted a payment of $488.57 a month, and I wanted to let you know that you can take delivery of the vehicle today with approved credit. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Based on the information that you gave me earlier and the survey that you completed, there are many options available to you. May I begin?
Sure, of course.
So these are the figures that you've agreed to,
Mm-hmm.
and this is your APR.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so by choosing your driver's needs analysis, you'll receive a vehicle service contract for 5 years, 75,000 miles. Since you did indicate that you plan on keeping the car for 5 years and driving about 15,000 miles a year, this platinum mechanical breakdown coverage will pay for the parts and labor due to the failure of any covered component. You also have a $0 deductible.
Oh, great.
All right, you also receive car care maintenance, since you did mention that maintenance is important to you, for 3 years or 35,000 miles. This maintenance will provide you oil change, filter change, lube change every 5,000 miles, and your 15-point inspection, and your tire rotation, okay? You'll also be receiving GAP. GAP may waive the balance of your loan if your vehicle suffers a total loss and your insurance company doesn't pay the full balance of your loan. You also mentioned that your deductible was $500. This may waive up to $1,000.
Great.
All right, these are your payment options. And we do recommend that you review your product contract for any additional coverage, benefits, or exclusions.
Great.
All right. Do you have any questions about the driver's needs analysis before I move on to the total coverage?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
So by choosing your total coverage, you'll receive everything that you would have in the driver's needs analysis, but you'll also be receiving road hazard tire and wheel, which is for 5 years and unlimited miles. With this protection, it will pay to repair or replace your tire and wheel if damaged by a covered road hazard. And you also have an unlimited amount of claims.
Oh, great.
You'll also be receiving paintless dent repair, which is for 5 years as well. And it will keep your car in new-like condition by removing any dents or dings up to the size of a credit card without sanding, painting, or bonding.
Oh, wow.
Okay. You'll also receive paint and interior protection, protecting the exterior from any acid rain, tree sap, bird droppings, love bugs, and the interior, floor mats, and the seats from any damage or staining. Okay. These are your payment options. Do you have any questions about the two options before I ask you to choose one?
No.
Okay. Which one best benefits you?
I think neither at this time. I think I'm gonna stay with what my current payment of $488 a month.
Okay, no problem. Like I said, you can take delivery of the vehicle at that $488 payment. However, if you don't mind, after talking to a couple of people, they do find interest in at least one or two of the items that I presented to you. Would you say that it's the cost or the way that it's packaged that really concerns you?
I'll probably say the cost more than anything.
I understand. Cost is a concern for a lot of people today. If cost were not an issue at all, which of the products would benefit you the most?
I'd probably say the vehicle service contract.
All right, that makes sense because you told me that you plan on keeping the car for 5 years and driving 15,000 miles a year. Now, Mrs. Johnson, when you say it's the cost, is it a matter of the budgeting the extra $25 a month that really concerns you?
Yeah. It's the cost. It's a lot of money, yeah.
It is hard to justify the cost if you don't really see the value. To see if this is cost effective for you, do you mind if I ask you just a few more questions?
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay, so I realize you budgeted for a payment of $488 a month, and then with the service contract, you'd be at about $513 a month. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
So let's just say you had a breakdown, and now you have a sudden after the manufacturer warranty expires, and now you have a sudden repair bill of $1,000. Would you say that it would have been easier for you to make a $488 a month payment with this $1,000 repair bill, or that $513 payment, and now you have a $0 deductible?
Yeah, I'd probably say it'd be easier to do a $513.
I couldn't agree with you more. So would you like to stay with your 5-year, 75,000 mile coverage, or would you like to upgrade to 6 years, 100,000 mile coverage?
It's still, I don't know if I want to do it right now. It just doesn't make, the cost right now is just too much.
Okay, I understand how you feel. Like I said, it's hard to justify the cost if you don't really see the value. To see if this is cost effective for you, do you mind if I just ask you a few more questions?
Sure.
All right, Mrs. Johnson. So I see the cost of the service agreement is $2,000, right? And then you plan to have the car 5 years, so the service agreement will take for 5 years, right? Do me a favor and just take out your calculator.
All right.
So $2,000 is the cost.
Okay.
If you could divide that by 5 years that you will have the car,
All right.
what do you get?
$400.
Okay, now for $400, would you divide it by 12? Because that's what you'll spend a year.
All right. Divided by 12. Okay.
What do you get?
$33.33.
All right, now divide that $33.33 by 30 days because most months do have 30 days. What do you get?
$1.11.
Now, Mr. Johnson, would you agree that this level of coverage in the service agreement is well worth $1.11 a day?
Yeah, I would.
I couldn't agree with you more. Would you like your payment to start in 30 or 45 days?
Let's do 30 days.
All right, please circle the payment and provide your full signature.